Just a short video today. So we finally have stats for Battlefield 2042. So if you go over to battlefieldtracker.com, the tracker network did an amazing job here and now allows us to look at our stats, seeing as there is no stats in Battlefield 2042 itself. We now have access to them through the tracker network. So these are my stats right here. Judge all you want, but for those of us who like to track stats and see how we're doing day after day or week after week, if we're improving in terms of gameplay, we now have access to these stats. So you can see, here's my profile here. And 190 hours as Falk, no secret, which is my favorite specialist to play, but it just gives you a good idea of how you're doing in Battlefield 2042, which makes me really miss Battle Log that we had in Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 3, because we had all these things readily available to us to go and see anytime we wanted to and see how we were doing compared to everybody else, how many matches we have won, how we're doing as of late, our overall kill-death ratio, best weapons, all these different things. So something that you may not find very important, but I'm really happy that I can finally go and look at my stats. And something else that they didn't really mention in the update, but seeing as we now have access to the weapon stats on sim.gg, which was Simthic before, so a couple of changes here. The SVK now has a sweet spot range. So when I jumped in after update 4.0, I felt the SVK was kind of weak at the ranges I usually use it at, and it was weak for the reason being that from 75 meters all the way up to 149 meters, you're doing 35 damage per shot. So that means you need 3 bullets to the chest with the high-powered ammo to actually kill someone, as opposed to the 2 bullets it used to take. And then if you're using this weapon within 74 meters and down, you're doing 60 damage per shot. And when you use it at 150 meters and above, you do 60 damage. So it looks like we're back at the sweet spot mechanic. I thought we were over this. I don't think this makes a whole lot of sense. So yeah, I'm not quite sure if this is intended or not, but the SVK is now pretty pointless if you're using it beyond 74 meters in this range right here. And the same thing was done to the SFAR. Again, don't know if this is intended, but it's really freaking weird. SFAR was one of my favorite guns, but because you couldn't ADS after getting out of a vehicle when using the SFAR, seeing as it has a grenade launcher under barrel that you can't take off, that was the reason for the bug. I didn't use it all that much, and when I used it again after update 4.0, I felt like something was off, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it because you don't get any damage numbers in Battlefield, unfortunately. So I have to base ourselves off these stats, or I also went into No Name's Aim Trainer and took a look at these, yeah, these are what the damage stats are for the SFAR. So you're doing 22 damage per shot within 30 meters, and then you have a very small range of 30 meters up to 49 meters. You're doing 26 damage per shot, and then you're back down to 22. So again, this doesn't make sense. I'm not a weapon expert, but I feel like if the bullet loses velocity, then it would technically do less damage, but now you're having it do less damage to start off, then a little bit more damage in these ranges, and then less damage after that. So bullets to kill go from 5 to 4, back up to 5. It's off-putting. It makes me not want to use the SFAR anymore. And basically 5 bullets to kill, that would be without armor. Now, if the person has 20 armor points, it would take you 6 bullets to kill, and here it would be 5. Hang on, 4 times 26, that would be, yeah, it would take you 5 bullets to kill if the person has 100 health plus 20 armor points. So making this chunky weapon in line with pretty much all the other weapons. If we go and look at weapon charts here for the other assault rifles, you see that all these other guns have 26 damage, or the AC-42 and the AK-24 have 26 damage in short range. You have the M5A3, which shoots a lot faster. It does less damage in close quarters. And then you have the SFAR that does the same damage as the M5A3 in that short range, but has a much slower fire rate. So it's kind of puzzling on why they did this. We had the sweet spot mechanic in Battlefield 1 for specifically bolt action rifles, and now we have it for other guns than bolt action rifles. It's really puzzling, and I really don't know why they did that. I'm not a fan of it. Kind of ruins the SVK and the SFAR in my opinion. So yeah, hopefully it might be an accidental change. I really don't know, but I was never a fan of the sweet spot mechanic, so to speak, and I don't really think it's a good idea to have it return. But anyways, that'll be it for today's video, so you can go and track your stats now and these weird freaking sweet spot changes to the SFAR and the SVK. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, thank you very much for watching, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.